is Charlie Norton. It is published by Virgin Book 2009 and it has 272 pages. I found this book at my school library and I was attracted to read it because I really like the quote on the book cover that said, "From ocean depth to giddy height and everything in between, the bumper book of bravery will awaken the adventurer inside of us all." There are two stories I read in this book that I want to share with you. The first story is about exploration and the key title is Forest Mother. The British artist Margaret Mead was known as the Mother Teresa of rainforest. She began her Amazonian journey in 1956 when she was 47 and spent the best part of 30 years traveling through humid tributaries in a small dugout canoe and living for weeks on end with the Tucano Indians. She braved stifling heats, sickness, rapids, and even help of drunken prospector with a revolver. She painstakingly observed and painted native plants in their natural habitat and discovered several unknown species that now bear her name. She completed 15 expeditions, but she lived in Sao Paulo, where she would teach in between her travels. She painted during a time of disastrous change in the 1960s. Brazil built the Trans-Amazonian Highway and opened the area to farming, ranching, mining, and hydroelectric projects. Me was one of the first to speak out against the demonstration that led to such massive destruction during the 1970s and 1980s, and which by a sad twist of fate made her work all the more valuable. Scientifically, no equivalent record of Amazonian plants has ever been created. Her remarkable watercolor include the only known records of turtle plants, many of which may know to be extinct. At the age of 79, she was taken to return to Amazonia but died in a car crash in England, leaving behind a botanical legacy. The second story is about war cunning of Alexander the Great, the legendary commander of the Macedonians. Alexander the Great amazed an empire in 5 years in 4th century BC in a display of extraordinary courage and leadership. 5 of his most important battles took place in less than 5 years. He was still in his 20s, his dark curly blonde hair and dark blue eyes, and always led from the front in shining armor. He had been intellect, his endurance was invincible, and his word was his bond. He was imitated by kings and military leaders throughout history. He was the first military genius. In these two stories, I learned that we need to protect our forests and plan a strategy before we doing something. There are many other inspiring stories in this book.